on my toy shelf who's so massive that his legs are dangling down here. He's next to Castle Grayskull, some other Masters Universe Classics figures, and his red counterpart. Oh my god, people, I have Granamyr, who is ginormously large. The only way I can show the entire box is to zoom out to the point where you can see my green screen in the background. This is another PowerCon exclusive. This was only available in LA for PowerCon 2016. There was another Granamyr that came out previously that was a red version. That was the filmation version that showed up in the cartoon in the 1980s. The green version showed up in the mini comics. A lot of fans were upset that we didn't get the green version, but luckily at PowerCon they decided to release this as an exclusive. On the back you can see a cool mini comic representation of Granamyr when he showed up in it. Let's go ahead and read the bio. Granamyr, great magic welding dragon. Real name, Granamyr the Great. As the intimidating Lord of Dark Smoke, Granamyr possessed great size, power, and wisdom long before the rise of Grayskull. When the fear-mongering wizard Nazgul had human steel from Dragon Tower, the gem of Magoo, which would enhance the strength of those who are pure in heart, Granamyr declared all humans to be enemies of Darksmoke. 300 years later, Eldor and Hero defeated Nazgul and returned the gem to Granamyr as a peace offering on behalf of King Grayskull. Granamyr accepted their gesture and later blessed Hero with the gem to weld in his magic staff. Over the centuries, Granamyr's green hide gradually turned red, but his disillusionment with humans persisted until the champion He-Man sought his help and became the first human in 5 millennia to earn Granamyr's respect. This packaging is beautiful. I mean, I almost feel bad about opening him up. It says PowerCon exclusive on the side too. But I am going to open him up. I don't want to keep him in the packaging. He deserves to be out on the shelf next to the other red Granamyr that I have. So let's go and get to it. Here is dismembered green Granamyr. He comes with instructions just in case you couldn't figure out which piece goes where, even though it is fairly self-explanatory, but just in case anyone gets confused. First, put on the head, then attach upper body to lower body, and put in the arms and legs. In there. There. Then put in his tiny wings that somehow keep his body afloat if he were to fly. And then last but not least, you put in his huge ass tail, which goes in the simplest. Wow. And here he is. He is darn beautiful. I have to admit, I really love the sculpt on him. I love the red version, which I'll show a comparison to him in a second, but I really like this one a lot too. I know a lot of fans were much more happy with him being red, but I'm glad that we got both versions, or at least for the hardcore people out there that really wanted both out there, I'm very happy about it. Here's a close-up of his face. Look at the detail they put around his mouth where you can see his teeth sticking out there, his canines and everything. Also the detail in his nose, his eyes, his brows, all together. I mean, they did an excellent job of him. Definitely the black added in with his scales really give him a really nice depth where you can see all the details from the sculptors. Here you can see all the detail they put in the palm of his hand too. Plus his massive claws, not just on his hands, but also his feet as well. The red version of him really skips over a lot of it. I think they're trying to make it look much more animation-wise, where some of the detail is taken out, even though it is exactly the same sculpt, but still, the black toning put in here makes it seem as though it just stands out so much more. View from the back here, look at his massive tail. Also, look at the scales on the back where you can see the ridges popping out of his spine. His tail does have some movement where you can move it side to side, but chances are you're probably going to keep it in the upright position. Here's a nice little side view position of what he looks like. I've pretty much shown all the articulation that he has, with the exception of maybe his hand movement and also his feet movement at the bottom as well. Here's green and red Granamyr together. I can't really say which one I like better. They're the same exact sculpt with the exception of the color schemes being different, but I do like that the black offsetting on the green here, you can see the detail so much better as opposed to the red version. For size purposes, I just wanted to show what a regular classics figure like Skeletor here looks like next to Granamyr, with the giants next to him as well, the quote-unquote giants, with Procrustes, the god who's holding Eternia together in the center of the earth. I'm sorry, the center of Eternia, not the earth. But here you can see that Granamyr totally hovers above these guys. It's pretty cool. Here's Galactus from the Marvel Universe toy line. Just wanted to show that as a size comparison as well. I think these guys could take him if they really wanted to. So in conclusion, I think the green Granamyr is pretty darn awesome. The only minor flaw that he has is that his legs kind of bend inwards when he tries to stand up, but I don't really think that I'm I'm ever going to display him standing up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If you wanted to get this guy, like I said, he was a PowerCon exclusive. You could get him on some outside vendors. Unfortunately, you'd have to pay somewhat of an inflated price, but this is one of those few figures that I think he's totally worth it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me in this toy review. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hello, Masters Universe Classics fans! I have CamoCon. He is a PowerCon exclusive.